Even though over the last couple of weeks we've been discussing the upcoming GTA 5 expanded and enhanced edition, we're going back to GTA 6 in this video because yesterday there was a pretty major leak regarding the actual setting of the upcoming GTA 6 title. And in this video, that's what we're going to be taking a look at. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA 6 video. My name is Saintsfan, and today, or actually yesterday, this was leaked on Twitter by probably one of the bigger leakers in the gaming community. This guy isn't actually someone who leaks many things on Rockstar related content, but in the Call of Duty scene, he's been around for years, and he actually recently kind of leaked the upcoming Battlefield 6 trailer and a bunch of information on Battlefield 6. And it seems like he has some very good contacts in the gaming community. If you're actually wondering what the Battlefield stuff was, he basically painted a picture of what the trailer is going to look like. I'm guessing he must have seen the trailer and he was recreating it by drawing it to demonstrate what he knows. And he did say that I believe he thinks this Battlefield trailer is going to come out relatively soon. So if you don't trust him, I guess that's the one thing to hold out to see if he's correct. If this Battlefield stuff does end up being true, well, then what he says on Rockstar and GTA 6, obviously that's a lot more realistic. But, you know, he did say, just to, again, give some background on him, I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description, but he said he isn't trolling. He didn't build up a reputation for 8 years in Call of Duty to be mocked after his reveal to be fake. So with that being said, the actual GTA 6 leaked information is simply that the game is actually going to be in modern times. I know this is maybe something that a lot of people were just thinking anyways, but it is something that a lot of other people were thinking it would be in the 1980s, because obviously the rumors is going to be Vice City, like the city part is going to be Vice City again. And everyone loved the original Vice City game, which was set in the 80s, and people wanted it to be back in the 80s again because just that whole vibe in Miami was awesome. But as he states, it's not going to actually be set in the 80s. It is going to be modern. And he expands on that by saying simply because that equals more money to Rockstar. Having it modern, you can add more stuff, as we all have seen in GTA Online, means more shark card sales, and of course that's more money for Take-Two. He also does say that as far as the online portion, this might be just speculation on his part, that there's going to be some sort of integration and that it will release the same time as GTA 6 releases. So I guess he's maybe saying that there most likely will be a GTA Online 2 or some, you know, second version of GTA Online once GTA 6 comes out. But yeah, that's interesting to say the least. Now, what I wanted to discuss is actually why this makes a lot of sense from Rockstar's perspective and probably Take-Two's perspective. Red Dead Online, I think, put the nail in the coffin for like period pieces, even though I don't think the time period has anything to do with the lack of sales, lack of shark card sales and stuff, or I guess whatever it's called in that game and Red Dead Online. I think it mainly has to do with the fact that Rockstar just haven't put things in the game people want. Like, you still can't own a ranch, or you still can't make your own ranch in that game. Like, there's just, they really missed out on adding things people actually want in Red Dead to make them money. But I think what ended up happening was the upper heads at Take-Two, at Rockstar, people who are all about money, all about the business side, they seen, oh, Red Dead Online, it takes place in the past. We can't add an Oppressor Mark II to that game. And guess what? GTA Online has proved people love Oppressor Mark IIs, and people will spend tons of money to buy Oppressor Mark IIs. And they probably took that and decided for GTA 6, while it would be great story-wise to go back to the 80s, and it'd be great for the single-player aspect, well, in the 80s, you're limited by certain realistic things, right? Like, I mean, granted, not that a flying bike is realistic in any means, but it's more realistic in today's year rather than the 80s. Also, a lot of the supercars we have in GTA Online at the moment, you wouldn't have those in an 80s environment. I mean, yeah, you'd have a lot of older supercars, but none of the modern ones. And you probably are limited by releasing certain vehicles and stuff to a game if it was solely set in the 80s. And again, I know this might have been something that was just a given. It's like, dude, why would Rockstar put it back in the 80s and not modern? But it was something I think that was maybe seriously considered, just given the fact how, you know, many people loved that 80s vibe in the original Vice City game. Now, it's not to say that we won't get anything from the past in the upcoming GTA 6 game, because they could always do something like North Yankton, or even like they did with Red Dead Redemption 2, where there's sort of a timeline that just it covers the course of a couple of years. Now, in this case, it would cover the course of like 40 years. I don't know exactly how that would work. Maybe you're playing as the main protagonist's like father or something. I don't know. But they could definitely have some little portion of the story take place in a more retro environment of Vice City, if they did want to go that route. But it does seem the main part of the game, the main part of whatever the next online version is going to be, is going to be modern. But that also does lead to the question, if they do make a GTA Online 2, for instance, and it's something I think we've been saying for the last couple of years, what are they going to do with all the stuff in GTA Online right now at the moment? Like, obviously you have all the businesses. Are they just going to port those over? We're going to have the same businesses. But honestly, the cars, are they going to have an Oppressor Mark II right from the get-go in a new GTA Online? And that's just one of the crazy car examples. I mean, you have the Flying Deluxo. You have so many other weird and just crazy vehicles in online at the moment. They made an Online 2. What's going to happen to them? Are we going to have to wait a couple of years before those inevitably make their way into that Online 2 as part of DLC? Like, it definitely is interesting. And we will for sure see what Rockstar do. But at least at the moment, it seems like we finally have some confirmation. It's not official confirmation. It is unofficial confirmation. But I would say this is pretty legitimate coming from this Tom Henderson guy, that GTA 6 will be set in modern times. And like I said, if you are hesitant to believe this person because he hasn't really leaked anything too much in the GTA world, we're going to just wait and see if what he said on that Battlefield leak is true. If that's true, then I'm taking his word, and GTA 6 is going to be modern times. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think this is a bad thing? I mean, like I said, I would love a Vice City in the 80s or in the 70s, or just an old school Vice City story. But when it comes to making money, I think they definitely are for sure limited by that, and we all know they only care about money, so it's gonna be modern simply for the money. But yeah, let me know if you think that's a good idea or a bad idea. Thank you guys for watching. That's gonna do it for this video. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA 6 content. If there's any news over the next couple of weeks, I will keep you guys updated as always. But that's gonna do it for this video, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one.